You must be vaccinated against a deadly disease. The government will tax each inhabitant of the country $10 per one vaccine per vaccination program, and the vaccine has a risk of paralyzing 15 of 10,000 people and causing cancer in 15 for 10,000 people. There is another more costly vaccine that will reduce these risks to 5 from 10,000. And how much more in tax would you pay for the less risky vaccine?
20.
$20.
Yes.
Okay. And same question as above, but how much more would you pay for a vaccine with zero risk of paralysis and cancer?
$100.
It do not depends on the salary you have.
No.
So you will pay $100 each
Yes.
month. Okay. So scenario 2. You have a stock portfolio of $10,000 whose long-term real returns average 6.5%. Some years your investments rise 20 to 35%. Some years they drop by 15 to 25%. So this is minus. But in any one year you run a 7% risk of a catastrophic crash of 50 to 60%. That such a crash did not happen in the previous year does not raise the risk of it happening this or next year. You can buy options to insure against such a loss, which cost $250 a year, and you will never lose more than 15. 500 never lose more than 10%. 615 you do not lose more than 5%, and 800 you do not lose more than 1%. So which of the above choices would you choose to insure your portfolio against possible loss? None of the above is a possible choice. So will you insure one of these?
I will not insure my portfolio.
Why? There is not big enough sum, or you do not earn so much money, you do not want to insure.
I don't want to insure.
But why? Because there is not so big money in there.
Yes.
So, okay. You have a stock portfolio now on $1 million. So the same situation as at the question one. So there is a chance to buy a insurance of $25,000 per year. It's do not lose more than 15%. 50,000 it's 10%. 65,000 a year and no more lose than 5%, and $80,000 per year you never lose more than 1%. So which would you choose? So you can see here question. So here is the sums right here. So how much will you pay to insure your portfolio of $1 million?
$50,000 a year.
And it
Guarantee
is.
you will never lose more than 10%.
So you choose to insure this 1 million portfolio, and you did not choose to insure your 10,000 portfolio because it is bigger sum, or what?
Yes.
So you are more risk-taking at the lower sums of money, and you try to avoid risk at higher.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So again, the first question I forgot to ask you. Well, same question. But you have two children. Well, two boys, two girls, or your
cares?
kids. Okay. Well, how much more in tax would you pay for the less risky vaccine for the kids?
For the kids, I would pay as much as needed.
So no, there isn't not much is needed. Well, if the first vaccine for them costs $10, but the less risky costs more, how much would you pay? If you paid $20 for yourself?
Then I would pay like for risky vaccine.
Less risky.
Less.
Less risky. You choose $20. How much you would pay for your kids?
Same.
The same.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Oh no.
Okay. So you must be vaccinated against a deadly disease. The government will tax each inhabitant of the country $10 per month to pay for the vaccination program. The vaccine has a risk of paralyzing 15 out of 10,000 people and causing cancer in 15 out of 10,000 people. There is another more costly vaccine that will reduce these risks to 5 people per 10,000. So it's 3 times less. So how much more in tax would you pay for the less risky vaccine?
How much more?
Yes. If the first one,
About $50.
$50. Okay. So same question as above, but you have 2 children. How much more in tax would you pay for the least risky vaccine for your kids?
For children, I wouldn't spare my money.
Okay. And how much more would you pay for a vaccine with zero risk of paralysis and cancer?
How much? I don't know. Maybe all money that I have.
So there is a tax. So
Oh, it's every month.
yes.
No, about $30.
So for the previous with 5 out of
I
10,000.
thought this 30 will be plus those 50.
No,
So $80.
$80. Okay. Okay. Well, the second question. You have a stock portfolio of $10,000, and average returns. Your earnings are 6.5%, so $650. And some years your investments rise 20 to 35, so it's your earnings are 2,000 or 3,500, and some years they drop by 15 or 25%, so it's minus your earnings, so you pay. But in any 1 year you run a 7% risk of catastrophic crash when you lose 50 to 60% of your 10,000. And that such a crash did not happen, and blah blah blah. You can buy options to insure against such a loss, which cost. So there is the costs here for your insurance.
Well, I would choose that.
But you can choose that you do not insure or any of those answers.
I think $650. With
600.
5% losses.
Never lose more than, yes?
Yes.
So, okay. And if will you buy insurance that never causes you lose any money, and how much more you could pay more than $800. So if at $800 a year you never lose more than 1%, there is insurance that will cost more, and you never lose nothing. So how much would you pay for that?
Not more than $50.
So 850.
Yes.
Okay. So here is the second question. You have a stock portfolio with $1 million. So on the same terms as the first one with 10,000. So here is those costs.
Well, about the same, but $65,000.
Okay.
With risk 5%.
Yeah, and the second, then more. Well, would you pay more than 80,000 a year to guarantee you causes zero losses?
Yes, I would.
So how much?
$500 more.
500. 80,000 and 500.
Yes.
So okay, and then why did you choose the same as in the first question with 10,000 and with 1 million? Because you do not like, you like the stability or what?
I like stability.
So you are not risk taking at every cases of money, every sum. Well, if one lot, then you could pay.
Maybe in some different case I would choose something else, but in this case, no.
So you in life never do risky things with money. So if you have 10 lots, you will pay for insurance 6 centimes and so on. You will never risk that you do not pay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.